The arrival of soccer star Lionel Messi has the city of Miami buzzing. Messi signing by far the biggest in the history of Major League Soccer. Jorge Mas is the managing owner of the team. He joins us now live from Miami. Welcome. It's nice to have you on our program today.
Thank you. My pleasure. Good to see you.
The scene the other night in the rain was pretty extraordinary. I'm wondering if you can give us an idea as we look at the video now of what that felt like, that moment after the pursuit of Messi and seeing it realized.
Well, first, emotional, an epic moment in a torrential rainstorm in front of 20,000 screaming fans, and an amazing announcement for South Florida. Super exciting here to have him as part of Inter Miami, to have him part of Major League Soccer. And that night was just, I think, a very epic Miami moment. And I alluded to the rain as being holy water that evening.
Yeah, I mean, he's already making himself part of the community, too, right? From the video of him shopping at Publix in the supermarket, which was incredible in and of itself, that he would do that. How did this happen? At the end of the day, how did it happen? Despite the fact that you've got David Beckham as one of the co-owners, and I'm sure that had a significant role, how did you pull this off?
Well, you know, since we met with David, you know, myself, my brother Jose, and we had a vision. We had a vision to bring the best players in the world to Inter Miami, to bring them to Major League Soccer. You know, when we got into the project of Inter Miami, we really did it with wanting, you know, to create a bigger platform for football in the soccer landscape in the United States of America. It's the largest commercial market in the world. The pursuit of Messi started in September of 2019 when David and I flew to Barcelona and we met with his father and really started the process of convincing Lionel Messi of coming to America, of you know, following in the footsteps in 1972 of Pelé, David Beckham in 2007. And we knew that Lionel Messi's arrival to the United States of America in 2023 would, number one, mark a change. Because when does an athlete have the opportunity to truly change a sport? And I think that's the opportunity that Lionel Messi has ahead of himself. I think there will always be a before and an after Lionel Messi's arrival to the sport of football and soccer in the United States of America. And I think there's a tremendous Messi effect in all aspects, commercially, on the pitch. We're seeing it here in South Florida and Miami. It's the only thing anyone talks about. So really the pursuit of him was oriented as to selling him about leaving a legacy, making a mark in the United States of America. Coming to South Florida, we sold family, which was important, and I think how he's been received here in Miami, Lionel, his wife Antonella, his family, has been a testament to how we can receive someone here and bring the best player in the world to the shores of our country.
Well, he's a magnet, too, for other stars. Busquets, you guys got as well from Barca, which is a huge deal in and of itself. Everybody knows, I think, at this point about how crazy the ticket sales have been. But how many jerseys have you sold since the day you announced that this was likely going to happen until today? Do you have a rough guess on how many jerseys you've put out?
Well, we've sold out. You know, our partner, Adidas, is busy printing jerseys. There's massive demand for the Messi jerseys. You know, with our other partners, you know, Apple TV, and the amount of eyes, the eyes of the world are on Lionel Messi and Inter Miami in this league now. You know, it's global in nature. I think you have to be hiding in a cave to not know that Lionel Messi is part of Inter Miami. You know, the platform from our partner at Fanatics has been amazing. So when you look at our commercial partners, the amount of demand that there is for Messi merchandise, watching Lionel Messi be part of the football landscape in America, it's been tremendous.
Do you have a sense of what it's done to the overall value of your franchise?
Well, you know, you know, our revenues will increase. You know, they'll go 2x over the course of the next 12 months. Our valuation will increase significantly.